Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining us here on Northern Life. Hunter's still on vacation today, but we are joined by another awesome member of our Northern News Now team. Let's welcome in our morning anchor, Sydney Whitty. Sydney, how have you been?
I've been good. It's been a while since I've been here.
I know.
I'm very excited to be back. The set I love so much.
It was kind of fun to remember. It's like, oh my gosh, how long ago has it been?
Yeah, probably almost a year since I sat here.
Sure, okay.
But I've obviously filled in a few times.
So much stuff happens, and it's an awesome time to have Sydney in the studio, but sadly, it's for, let's say, a sad occasion, because this is actually Sydney Whitty's final week at our station, with her final show coming up on Thursday morning. How you feeling about the next move here?
I'm feeling very excited. I guess I haven't really said anything, but by the time Thursday rolls around, I'll obviously say what it is. But I do think I'm very excited for the next step and what is to come. So I feel like I've done a lot of really cool stuff here, and I think it's prepared me for my next step. So I'm actually going to be reporting in the mornings over in Nashville, and it's our sister station, ironically. So it's still within the company, which will be really fun. But I'm very excited for everything to come. And
it's been years here in Duluth for you. It's kind of funny because you graduated Arizona State, hot, sunny Arizona, and you were brought here to snowy, wonderful Duluth, as you could tell in this video. What was that transition like for you over this number of years to get used to the different climate?
Yeah, I think it was way easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be really intense, and then I just soon realized that 20 degrees and -20 were the same in my book.
Yep.
And it was just a few more layers, but the wind was harder, I would say, for me to get used to. But the cold temperatures, I ended up not hating. It was a fun, difference. I feel like I went from extreme heat, like you said, to extreme cold.
Yeah.
So have one and the other.
We'll find something in the middle now.
Yeah.
So you've been on our morning show for years now. How would you describe your time on Northern News Now today?
Oh my gosh. I think it was great. I think having the opportunity to work with Natalie, and then obviously working with Madison before she left, it kind of gave me a dynamic opportunity to be able to work with different people in such a short period of time also. And I love the mornings. We were talking about it earlier about how hard it is to have the shift, but I think you just really have to like mornings to do it. And that's something that I just personally love. I think the morning show brings just a great vibe and starting people's mornings. And that's what I like to do.
What maybe surprised you the most about that shift during your time here?
Okay, so probably that I'd never woken up late.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, until I woke up late this morning.
Yep.
And long story short, I am producing this week since we are transitioning also with our producers. And that means you come in a little earlier than I usually do when I'm just anchoring. And my alarm didn't go off. And I woke up with about 2 hours to produce and get ready. And I figured maybe my body just knew I needed the experience before I left.
Right. To see what happens under pressure.
Yeah.
What has it meant to you to be welcome into our Northland homes during the morning hours for the past couple of years here?
Oh, I think everyone was honestly so welcoming and warming. When I got here, just from Facebook comments, right? And in emails, but also just out and about in public.
Sure.
I literally just left my apartment, and one of the maintenance guys was like, "Hey," he's like, "You're about to leave, aren't you?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, yeah." So I think just how welcoming and encouraging everybody is, and they know, oh, you're new here, you're not going to get every single pronunciation right, but they'll help you out, and they'll email you and be like, "Hey, here's a little pronouncer," and I'm like, "Thank you," because I'll ask people who even work here sometimes, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's this or that, I don't know."
We're always still learning.
Yeah.
And I got to ask, what you miss most about living and working here in Duluth, Minnesota?
Definitely Lake Superior.
Yeah.
And I think the connections I've made here, I think I'm very, very lucky to make the friendships I've made in my first market here, to have practically everyone in the room, in the newsroom, and being able to call them a friend and someone I hang out with outside of work. It was something I really didn't expect. And it's been weird because I'll drive down the road the past week, and I'll get a little teary-eyed just because I'm thinking about it and how much I think it changed me. I think I became a lot more confident in myself, just moving away for the first time in my life. I had lived in Phoenix in college, right? But I didn't live at home. But I think to move across the country and do something so extreme, if you will, and live somewhere so different, and to find people that you can kind of call your family. I think that was huge. Like everyone always says, oh, like when you move, like your friends become your family. And I have to say, I think everyone at work definitely did.
That's special. And I got to ask too, Sydney, what are you most proud of during your time here, especially reporting or you know, spending hours on the morning show day after day?
Yeah, so I'm really proud of this live shot. So this was actually on my bucket list of when I moved here. I said I have to be in a blizzard.
Nice.
And when that blizzard happened, I called our boss and I said, okay, I'm going to do it.
Yep.
And I said, but we just don't have a photog. So he came in and literally shot it for us that day. Just because that was the one thing that I hadn't had the opportunity to do because one hadn't really happened during the morning hours.
Right.
And that was really fun. Oh, that was really great too. Honestly, this is good stuff. I think I really do enjoy being out and about in the community. So I think being able to also talk to Corey and Corey with the Olympics, I think was a really cool moment too.
Super cool. And then going off of that, what for the folks at home, maybe in your eyes, what is the importance of making sure that local news is provided in a community like Duluth?
Yeah, I think it's such a small and tight-knit community that a lot of people know each other, and I think having our local news is a place where everyone can uplift each other and show each other off, if you will, but also find that connection if maybe you don't have it at home or somewhere else in your life that you can turn on the TV and we'll be your friends and family too.
I love that. And then quickly for the folks at home too, any final words that you have to say goodbye?
Oh gosh.
I know I push you on 20 seconds here.
Yeah. No, I think it's just a big thank you for like everyone who obviously has watched, woke up early, who watches the 10 p.m. and then wakes up to also watch the morning show. I think that's really special. And I just can't say thank you enough for the great opportunity I've had inside the studio now.
It's been a pleasure working with you, Sydney. Also follow Sydney on Facebook and her future adventures as well. We'll see you back here in just a few. Welcome back. Our wonderful friend and colleague Briggs LaSavage has recently shared two great stories on Northern News Now. Let's start with our feature on a Grandma's Marathon champion who felt inspired to make Duluth home.
At ASP Home Services in Hermantown.
I'm a service and maintenance technician for HVAC.
Boniface Congan is new to the team.
It's different calls daily. Sometimes I do just go maintenance on furnaces, boilers.
This Kenyan native putting his recent degree from Northwood Technical College to work for a community he's grown to love.
And I was just thinking, what can be the best to give back to the community? Because this is the best community around here I've ever had throughout my running career.
A love first sparked 7 years ago with this storybook moment in Canal Park.
That was the best feeling ever. Just seeing all the people cheering and stuff like that, it was awesome.
Despite several odds, Congan won the 2019 Grandma's Marathon, racing without an elite runner's bib and the support that comes with it, even stopping along the course to nurse Achilles and hamstring injuries. Discipline he's now applying to that new 9 to 5 just up the road from the finish line.
Learning every single day, and ASP has given me that opportunity to grow, be a better tech.
His team sees his dedication too.
He brings kind of the same preparation that he does with his marathon running. He really gets into his training. I've seen him come in when he has time off and get into the learning lab there and just really diving into it and honing his skills.
And while he's taking a break from his career as a professional athlete for now, Bones, as his friends and coworkers call him, says it was Grandma's and the beauty he experienced running along the shore that ultimately inspired him to stay.
I drive that every day when I go for work. It's still beautiful.
And to make the home of Grandma's Marathon his new home.
The fans, the organization, the scenery, it's beautiful. People, they don't know you, but they still cheer you, so it's awesome.
And while Bones won't be racing in any of this year's Grandma's Marathon events, he says he's still going to be at the finish line next week cheering on all the athletes. He also says he's not ruling out a future go at Grandma's as he learns to juggle all that training with his new career. In the studio, Briggs LaSavage, Northern News Now.
Great story there. Briggs also got to sit down recently with a Hermantown athlete who just qualified for the Adaptive CrossFit Games. Here's Jake's story.
Of all the lifting happening here at Black Spruce CrossFit,
3, 2, 1, go!
Perhaps the most impressive is the way this community lifts each other up.
Everyone here supports one another. You know, whatever your goals might be, they're right there for you.
And at the heart of it all,
my movement is push-ups.
Push-ups?
And sit-ups too, yes.
Is Jake Meyer.
Jake is a special person here.
If you're feeling a little bit down, Jake will get you right back up.
And he's pretty darn strong, too.
CrossFit fun and awesome with different opportunities.
Jake is a beast.
Oh my gosh, you can't keep up with him.
So after success at the Able Games in North Dakota, this spring, his coach, Tiffany Shubitsky, encouraged Jake to sign up for his first Adaptive CrossFit Open, an online competition open to people at CrossFit gyms all across the world.
Little did we know he'd end up being 6th in the world and 1st in the U.S.
Oh my gosh, is that exciting or what?
It's huge. It's basically like the Olympics.
Jake equally as thrilled to have punched his ticket to next month's Adaptive CrossFit Games in California.
Most like forward to say practice with the different routines, yeah.
But getting to the CrossFit Games isn't cheap. Athletes have to pay for their own competition fees, travel, food, and lodging. And that's where Jake's CrossFit community here at Black Spruce is stepping in to help.
We have a GoFundMe right now. We are also doing a barbecue, fundraising barbecue on June 27th from 11 to 3.
And they hope the community will come out too, supporting Jake take the next step in something he loves so much.
I'm so happy of the great people here, yes. It's present in my heart, yes.
And something that's given him so much.
It's the first place that he's had that independence, and he's just a part of our community like everyone else.
As they thank Jake for everything he's done for his CrossFit community too.
I don't know how to even put that into words, what we've learned from Jake. It almost makes me emotional to think about it. Patience, perseverance, that anyone is capable of anything. He proves himself every day with this community, and you know, like you said, CrossFit is inclusive and it's not just for athletes, it's for everybody, and he's the epitome of that.
Briggs LaSavage, Northern News Now.
And if you'd like to help out too, we have that link to help Jake in his mission at northernnewsnow.com. Well, hey, coming up after the break here on Northern Life, does it work? It is a perfect product for pizza fans out there. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday. We'll see you in a few. Welcome back, everybody. Let's get to some fun music news on this Wednesday. This year marks the 50th anniversary of ABBA's Dancing Queen. To mark the occasion, the group is re-releasing its biggest hit, ABBA, ABBA, no matter how you say it. You can find that remastered vinyl coming out on August 14th. Great song. Obviously, a great song to have at weddings, too. I'm likely going to have that on the playlist come September. But let's get to this week's Does It Work product. Do you ever find yourself with leftover pizza, but you don't want to put it in a large container that takes up a whole shelf in the fridge? Well, today, Rachel Hackbarth helping us out by testing the Pizza Pack, able to hold a single slice or an entire pizza.
This is a $24.99 Pizza Pack. Advertised as being a space saver, this pizza-shaped container collapses and expands depending on how much pizza you want in your refrigerator. The makers claim this holds up to an entire pizza without taking up an entire shelf. JJ Hayes is going to see if this can help with my tinfoil mess.
This is kind of how I like to store my pizza, which is
right, Tupperware.
tinfoil just kind
tinfoil,
of sat there.
But you can't put that in the microwave.
No, well, I've done that before. It makes a fire.
Don't do that. Don't do that. So I'm guessing. Can I open this?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I'm guessing this is microwave proof.
JJ's guess is correct. This is BPA-free silicone, which means you can put this in the microwave, freezer, and dishwasher. It comes with 5 of these pizza-shaped separators.
Okay. So this is the separators. This is what separates the slices.
Okay. Oh, these are little pizza trays too.
Slice, a tray, a slice, a tray.
It's like a pizza
Look at
Lego
this.
set.
I know.
The makers say this lid is airtight so it keeps your pizza fresh, avoiding what it calls soggy slice syndrome.
And, oh, don't push too hard. Hang on. Okay, so it's clumsy, right?
Okay.
I mean, you've got all your pizza in there, and then you want to put the lid on, and me, because I'm not trying to be very heavy-handed, but
It collapses.
a little bit.
It gives
yeah,
up.
Yeah, but okay.
This is a one-size-fits-all pizza container, and while it does hold our entire pizza, JJ thinks the sizing does still need some work.
I think it's a little big for a regular pizza that you're going to get from any of the chains and stuff like that, but it's not big enough for like New York style, so I think the size is off.
He also believes the makers need to add more dividers.
There's 8 slices of pizza in an entire pizza, am I right?
I would think so.
Why are there
yeah.
only 5 trays?
While JJ thinks that the pizza pack does technically work, he has some feedback for the makers.
It's too big, not enough trays, and the accordion part needs to be firmer, for lack of a better word.
For Does It Work? I'm Rachel Hackbarth.
I think I wish Hunter was here to talk about this, or talking with Director Shania. I think we're looking into this a little too deep when it comes to pizza. Just put the box in the microwave, that is. I just broke the desk. Put the box in the refrigerator, but if you're like me with Papa Murphy's at home with Mary, the pizza doesn't end up in the fridge. It's gone. Well, hey, before we head to break, experts say families that share meals enjoy an abundance of benefits together. However, a new study finds parents are on their devices during meals, even more so than their children. The survey of more than 350 parents found that more than 3/4 of them reported using their smartphone during their most recent family meal. And parents also said their children were almost as likely to have used media, with nearly 70% of them also engaging in some form of media use. Experts say making the time for even one dedicated family meal a week with phones put away for 20 to 30 minutes could be worth it. So put away those devices, folks. And hey, coming up on tomorrow's show before we head to break, we're going to be meeting the winner of our Star-Spangled Sing-Off, who is a Northland native, so it should be a whole lot of fun, and some other celebrations too for America's 250th birthday, which is coming up. But hey, after the break here, we'll bring you a Wisconsin dog who saved a neighbor in need. We'll say goodbye as well, coming up after the break here on Northern Light. Hey, before we go today, we often think about what we can do for our furry companions, but how about what they can do for us or even our neighbors? Adam Mueller shows us how one Wisconsin pup saved the day.
Our special little girl. We knew that from the start.
What they didn't know was Lillian's nose for help went beyond their own front door.
We were watching television and she decided that there's somebody maybe at the door or something in the hallway. And she kept insisting and growling a little bit and then hopping off the couch and going over to the door and sniffing under the door thinking that there's something out there. None. And I opened the door to get her in the hallway and she took off for the door where she heard the person yelling, "Help, I need help, help me, help me."
Lily had found their neighbor on the floor, hurt and unable to get up.
She even said if it wouldn't have been for Lily's good hearing, I don't know how long she would have been laying there.
The Fondres want to respect their neighbor's privacy, but say she was able to get to the hospital and has started on the path to recovery.
Good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl.
She's just very special to us.
Adam Mueller, News Channel 7.
Good girl indeed. Well, hey, thanks for joining us today. We love you. We'll catch you tomorrow. Have a great day.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Light.